The sun on the treetops no longer is seen. Come gather to welcome the Sabbath, our Queen. Behold her descending, the holy, the blessed, and with her the angels of peace and of rest. Draw near, and here abide. Draw near, our Sabbath bride. Peace also to you, you angels of peace. Boi, Hamalka, Boi, Hakala. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Shalom. We welcome the Sabbath with song and with prayer. And home we return, our hearts' gladness to share. The table is set and the candles are lit. The tiniest corner for Shabbat made fit. O day of blessing, day of rest, sweet day of peace, be ever blessed. Bring also peace, you angels of peace. Shabbat shalom uvracha. Shabbat shalom umnocha. Moachim l'shalom, malachei ha-shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone, and welcome to the Maimon Beit Knesset and our Kabalat and Maariv Shabbat service for this Parshah of Elkanah. And this Shabbat Nachumah, the Sabbath of consolation. After the 3 weeks of mourning, Nachamu, excuse me, Nachamu, the Sabbath of consolation. The Haftarah this week will start out Nachamu, Nachamu, console, be consoled. So good to have you all here this evening. As is our tradition here at the Maimon Beit Knesset, we will begin with the blessings for the children. If you have your children with you, please gather them around. And if not, hold them in your heart. And we begin with the blessings for the sons. Yisrael Elohim ki Ephraim v'kemenashe. May God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. And for the daughters. Yisamech Elohim ki Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May God make you like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And for everyone, Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ye'er Adonai panav alecha v'yichanecha. Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'yishem lecha shalom. May God bless you and watch over you. May God shine his face towards you and show you favor. May God be favorably disposed towards you, and may he grant you peace. And for the wives and mothers of Shef Chayil, a woman of valor who can find, she is more precious than corals. Her husband places his trust in her and profits only thereby. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She seeks out wool and flax and cheerfully does the work of her hands. She is like the trading ships, bringing food from afar. She gets up while it is still night to provide food for her household and a fair share for her staff. She considers a field and purchases it, and plants a vineyard with the fruit of her labors. She invests herself with strength and makes her arms powerful. She senses that her trade is profitable. Her light does not go out at night. She stretches out her hand to the distaff, and her palms hold the spindle. She opens her hand to the poor, and reaches out her hands to the needy. She has no fear of snow for her household, for all her household are dressed in fine clothing. She makes her own bedspreads. Her clothing is of fine linen and luxurious cloth. Her husband is known at the gates, where he sits with the elders of the land. She makes and sells linen. She supplies the merchants with sashes. She is robed in strength and dignity, and smiles at the future. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and a lesson of kindness is on her tongue. She looks after the conduct of her household and never tastes the bread of laziness. Her children rise up and make her happy. Her husband praises her. Many women have excelled, but you excel them all. Grace is elusive and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears God, she shall be praised. Give her credit for the fruit of her labors, and let her achievements praise her at the gates. We'll continue with our Kabalat. Till 95. Adonai, come, let us sing to Adonai. Let us call out to the rock of our salvation. Let us greet him with thanksgiving, with praiseful songs. Let us call out to him. For our great God is Adonai, and a great King above all heavenly powers. For in his power are the hidden mysteries of earth, and the mountain summits are his. For his is the sea, and he perfected it. The dry land, his hands fashioned it. Come, let us prostrate ourselves and bow. Let us kneel before God our Maker. For he is our God, and we can be the flock he pastures, the sheep in his charge, even today, if we but heed his call. Do not harden your hearts as Maariv is on the day of Messiah in the wilderness. When your ancestors tried me, they tested me, though they had seen my deed. For 40 years I was angry with the generation, then I said, an errant-hearted people are they, and they know not my ways. Therefore I have sworn in my wrath that they shall not enter my land of contentment. Till 96. Shirul Adonai Shech Hadash. Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai everyone on earth. Sing to Adonai, bless his name. Announce his salvation daily. Relate his glory among the nations, among the peoples, his wonders. That Adonai is great and exceedingly lauded, and awesome is he above all heavenly powers. For all the gods of the peoples are nothings, but Adonai made heaven. Glory and majesty are before him, might and splendor in his sanctuary. Render unto Adonai, all families of the peoples, render unto Adonai honor and might. Render unto Adonai honor worthy of his name. Take an offering and come to his courtyards. Prostrate yourselves before Adonai in his intensely holy place. Tremble before him, everyone on earth. Declare among the peoples, Adonai reigns. Indeed, the world is fixed, so it cannot falter. He will judge the peoples with fairness. The heavens will be glad, and the earth will rejoice. The sea and its fullness will roar. The field and everything in it will exult. Then all the trees of the forest will sing with joy before Adonai. For he will have arrived. He will have arrived to judge the earth. He will judge the world with righteousness and peoples with his truth. Tehillim 97. Adonai Malach Tagil Haaretz. When Adonai will reign, the world will rejoice. Numerous islands will be glad. A cloud and dense darkness will surround him. Righteousness and justice are his throne's foundation. Fire will advance before him and consume his enemies all around. His lightning bolts will light up the world. The inhabitants of the earth will see and tremble. Mountains will melt like wax before Adonai, before the Lord of all the earth. The heavens will declare his righteousness, and all peoples will see his glory. Humiliated will be those who worship idols, who pride themselves in worthless gods. To him all the powers will bow. Zion will hear and be glad. The daughters of Yehudah will exult because of your judgments, Adonai. For you, Adonai, are supreme above all the earth, exceedingly exalted above all powers. O lovers of Adonai, despise evil. He guards the lives of his devout ones, and from the hand of the wicked he rescues them. Light is sown for the righteous, and for the upright of heart, gladness. Be glad, O righteous in Adonai, and give grateful praise at the mention of his holy name. Tehillah 98, Mizmor, Shirul, Adonai Shir Chadash. A psalm, sing to Adonai, a new song, for he has done wonders. His own right hand and holy arm have helped him. Adonai has made known his salvation. In the sight of the nations he revealed his righteousness. He recalled his kindness and faithfulness to Beit Israel. All ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God. Call out to Adonai, all inhabitants of the earth. Open your mouths in joyous songs and play music. Play music to Adonai on a harp, with harp and the sound of chanted praise. With trumpets and shofar sound, call out before the King Adonai. The sea and its fullness will roar, the world and those who dwell therein. Rivers will clap hands, mountains will exult together before Adonai. For he will have arrived to judge the earth. He will judge the world with righteousness and peoples with fairness. Tehillah 99, Adonai Malag Yergazumim. When Adonai will reign, nations will tremble. Before him who is enthroned in cherubim, the earth will quake. Before Adonai, who is great in Zion and who is exalted above all nations. They will gratefully praise your great and awesome name. It is holy. Mighty is the King who loves justice. You founded fairness. The justice and righteousness of Yaakov you have made. Exalt Adonai our God and bow at his footstool. He is holy. Moshe and Aharon were among his priests, and Shmuel among those who invoke his name. They called upon Adonai, and he answered them. In a pillar of cloud he spoke to them. They obeyed his testimonies and whatever decree he gave them. Adonai our God, you answered them. A forgiving God were you because of them, yet an avenger for their iniquities. Exalt Adonai our God and bow at his holy mountain, for holy is Adonai our God. Till 29, Mizmor David, Havul Adonai B'nai Elim. A psalm of David. Render unto Adonai, you sons of the powerful. Render unto Adonai honor and might. Render unto Adonai the honor due his name. Bow to Adonai in his intensely holy temple. The voice of Adonai is upon the waters. The God of glory thunders. Adonai is upon vast waters. The voice of Adonai comes in power. The voice of Adonai comes in majesty. The voice of Adonai breaks the cedars. Adonai shatters the cedars of Lebanon. He makes them prance about like a calf. Lebanon is young like young mermems. The voice of Adonai cleaves with shafts of fire. The voice of Adonai convulses the wilderness. Adonai convulses the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Adonai frightens the hens and strips the forest bare, while in his temple all will proclaim glory. Adonai sat enthroned at the deluge. Adonai sits enthroned as king forever. Adonai will give might to his nation. Adonai will bless his nation with peace. We beg you, with the strength of your right hand's greatness, untide the bundled sins. Accept the prayer of your nation. Strengthen us. Purify us, O awesome one. Please, O strong one, those who foster your oneness, guard them like the pupil of an eye. Bless them. Purify them. Show them pity. May your righteousness always recompense them. Powerfully Holy One, with your abundant goodness guide your congregation. One and only exalted one, turn to your nation which proclaims your holiness. Accept our entreaty and hear our cry. O knower of mysteries, blessed is the name of his glorious kingdom for all eternity. Lecha dori likra kala, pnei Shabbat nekaha bela. Lecha dori likra kala, pnei Shabbat nekaha bela. Shahamor v'zachor v'yibor echad, ki shmiyanu elcha l'yom echad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, v'shem al tifaret v'chitilah. Lecha dodi likra kala, pnei Shabbat nekaha bela. Lechadoli likraha kala, Beni Shabbat nekaha bila, Likrat Shabbat lechun lerocha, Ki mikor habracha, Meherosh mekedem lesoha, Sof masem bahashavat yekilam. Lechadoli likra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. O sanctuary of the king, royal city, arise and depart from amid the upheaval. Too long have you dwelled in the valley of weeping. He will shower compassion on you. Lechadoli likra kalam, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. Shake off the dust, arise, don your splendid clothes, my people. Through the sun of your day, the best might draw near to my soul, redeem it. Lechadoli likra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. Wake up, for your light has come. Rise and shine. Awaken, utter a song. The glory of Adonai is revealed on you. Lechadoli likra kalam, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. Feel not ashamed, be not humiliated. Why are you downcast? Why are you disconsolate? In you will my people's affliction find shelter, as a city built upon its hilltop. Lechadoli likra kalam, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. May your oppressor be downtrodden, and may those who devoured you be cast far off. Your God will rejoice over you like a groom's rejoicing over his bride. Lechadoli likra kalam, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. Rightward and leftward you shall spread out mightily, and you shall extol the might of Adonai. Through the man descended from Peretz, then we shall be glad and mirthful. Lechadoli likra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. Enter in peace, O crown of her husband, even in gladness and good cheer. Among the faithful of the treasured nation, enter, O bride, enter, O bride. Lechadoli likra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila, Lechadoli likraha kala, Pnei Shabbat nekaha bila. Tehillah 92, Mizmur Shir Leyom HaShabbat, a psalm, a song for the Sabbath day. It is good to thank Adonai, to sing praise to your name, O exalted one, to relate your kindness in the dawn and your faith in the nights. Upon 10-string instrument and lyre was singing, accompanied by a harp. For you have led me, Adonai, with your deeds. At the works of your hands I sing glad song. How great are your deeds, Adonai! Exceedingly profound are your thoughts. A boor cannot know, nor can a fool understand this. When the wicked bloom like grass and all the doers of iniquity blossom, is to destroy them till eternity. But you remain exalted forever, Adonai. For behold, your enemies, Adonai, for behold, your enemies shall perish. Dispersed shall be the doers of iniquity. As exalted as Remim shall be my pride. I will be saturated with ever fresh oil. My eyes have seen my vigilant foes, when those who would harm me rise up against me. My ears have heard their doom. A righteous man will flourish like a date palm, like a cedar in Lebanon he will grow tall. Planted in the house of Adonai, in the courtyards of our God, they will flourish. They will still be fruitful in old age. Vigorous and fresh they will be, to declare that Adonai is just, my rock, in whom there is no wrong. Till 93, Adonai Malek Gehu Lavesh, Adonai will have reigned, he will have donned grandeur, he will have donned might and girded himself, even firm the world that it should not falter. Your throne was established from of old, eternal are you. Like rivers they raise, O Adonai, like rivers they raise their voice, like rivers they shall raise their destructiveness. More than the roars of many waters, mightier than the waves of the sea. You are mighty on high, Adonai. Your testimonies are exceedingly trustworthy. About your house, the sacred dwelling, O Adonai, may it be for long days. We'll continue with our Maariv. In the absence of a minyan, there will be no barchu, no formal call to worship, and there will be no chazan's part for the services. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'varo Maariv b'rariyim b'chokma p'tech shaharim u'b'manam mishintim u'ma'if v'azmanim u'msavim t'kokovim b'rishmaroteim b'rakir personal borim l'ayla g'olam mechol shepachol shebitnil u'ma'avir yomein l'ayla u'ma'avdir yomein l'ayla ha'omen tzarot shmo u'chai v'chayam tamidim mochel le'ol le'olam v'ed Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv ha'arim ahavat olam b'Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Hail Melech Ne'aman. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'kol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'kol alecha v'ahiyu ha'lerim ha'el asher ha'elohim v'tovcha yom ha'alecha v'shenatam le'alecha v'dibatcha v'shem t'kever v'techa v'lutu v'derech v'shoch v'chal v'konecha v'shatem l'avotei yedecha v'hayu l'tofo p'neinecha v'tatam zot v'techa v'mishorecha v'hayin shmon tishmon mitzvata asher Elohim v'tzorecha v'hayom v'ahava ela u'lehecha v'odom v'chol rokim v'shem v'atatim v'tarachem v'hayin torah v'makos v'sata v'leganecha v'shecha v'tzorecha v'naftafi v'savtzalcha v'hem techa v'alchata v'samata yishamar Elohim p'niti l'vavka v'tzadeh v'atem Elohim v'hori v'yishlach v'etemechem v'afal v'nevecha v'tzar v'tashmim Vayomer Adonai el Moshe l'mor leber bnei Yisrael ve'amar aleichem tzuvim tzitzit v'chotem pevik lehem v'motot ha'malat ha'mal tzitzit v'kanap t'tiklat ve'alechem v'tzitzit v'ritem v'tomosotem v'kom v'tzodam v'yasitem v'lototem v'harei v'lavchem v'harei lechem asher atem dodim ha'areim v'lantes v'rositem v'kom v'tzotai v'yitem kevshim v'elachichem li Adonai Elohechem asher chutzaytechem mi'as Mitzrayim v'hu lehem Elohim Li Adonai Elohechem Emet. Ve'amuna kol zot v'chayam ki hu Adonai Elohim v'yinzulato v'laknu Yisrael amoham v'yam v'yam v'chim v'goyim v'kol kol haritzim ha'el v'nefalam v'tzarayim ha'mashalayim v'gemol v'ha'yoi nafshenu ha'osei k'dur v'la'ameh v'ger v'yitzim v'yikol v'ha'im v'yizvar v'sam v'ashem v'ahi v'lo v'zam v'ha'yoi v'ma'alekin v'ha'am v'ha'yoi v'ha'yoi Mi chamocha behili malonai, mi chamocha nero bacheres, nora te kilo rose fele. Sag mi minu baraka Adonai al Yisrael. Haski venu Adonai lehinu shalom. Barakat Adonai, haparetz ukat shalom aleinu v'yakol amu Yisrael v'yal Yerushalayim. V'shomeru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat v'toratam b'rit olam. B'nei ovei b'nei Yisrael od hi le'olam, ki sheshi yamim asa Adonai et ha-Shemayim, v'retz v'yom ha-Shvim, Shabbat v'nefash. We continue with our Shmoneh Esrei, our Tefillah or Amidah, however it's called out in your Siddur. As is tradition, we will say this as a private individual prayer, and there will be no repetition at the evening service. Adonai Safataitit Tako Ikilechit Vecha. Baruch Atah. Vayikolu Hashemayim Eretz. Odim Anaknu Lach. No, I not service in the email. Also, shalom bimrama. Hier some of an echo. Mishbeach Avotenu Abraham Yitzhak V'Yaakov Moshe Acharon Levi Shlomo Hovarek Rabbe Ad Holev Laolam. Adrian Morgan, Hariel Bat Miriam, Havagel Bat Sarah, Betty Dietrich, Betty Gibbon and husband, Bill Williams, Bonnie Williamson, Caroline Osbelt, Hannah Bael Bat Inez, Charles Mathis, Danny Ben Florence, Denise Black, Donald Willinger, Dwight Misner, Edward McGregor, Elias DeCorda, DeCosta, excuse me, Gail Willinger, Geketta Holman, James Higgins, Joseph Stanley, Judith Xavier Rodriguez, Kelsey Lincremerrick, Lucrezia Ross, Lillian Botlivian Lion, Marilyn Chernak, Mary Conrad, Mary Higgins, Micah Ben Devorah, Michael Ben Chaim, Miriam Jacob, Regina Newell, Rhonda Dietrich, Sandra Akaya, Sandy Bennett Ruttenberg, Sheila Sarah, Sherry Harris, Tanya's lawyer, Vicky Mathis, Victor Lager, Yaakov Ben Razel, Yelba Sarminu, Yer Black, Yehudas Vashavel. Because this entire congregation is praying for them in reward for this, may the Holy One, blessed is He, be filled with compassion for them, to restore their health, to heal them, to strengthen them, and to revive them. And may He send them speedily a complete recovery from heaven for their organs and their sinews, among the other sick people of Israel, a recovery of the body and a recovery of the spirit. Although it is Shabbat, and we are prohibited from crying out, may a recovery come speedily, swiftly, and at a time that comes soon. And let us respond. Amen. וכל השמיים וארץ וכל זרעם וכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה יברך אלוהים את יום השביעי היא מקדש אותו כי הוא שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. We'll continue with our Kiddush Shabbat, our sanctification of the Sabbath, if it is the correct time where you are, and if you have your wine with you. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei Pari Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'havaratzon nichelanu, zikaron lemachaseh v'reishi, ki hu yom techila lemikra hekodesh, zecher letzichad mitzrach ha'chaim, Kiranu v'harta, yatanu kidasha, michol harmim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'yahavahu v'rahatzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mikahadehish, HaShabbat. L'chaim. That is good Shabbat. Keep hearing thunder. I know we got storms coming in later, but I keep hearing thunder. Anyway, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just hearing things. Who knows? Anyway, we'll continue with our Leinu, but before we do, this is a portion of our service that we set aside to recognize those of our well, first of all, unfortunately, we do not have a minion here, therefore we are unable to say the Kaddish Yatom for those, and those of our congregation, family, and friends who died in this season in years past. But we do announce those names. Excuse me. The 12th of Av coming up, 5778, Kathy Sierra. Coming up August 3rd, Carlos Luis Sierra. This is also the portion of our service that we set aside to recognize those of our congregation, family, and friends who are celebrating a simcha moment in their life. And let me get my assistant to help me with this. Better check first. It's going to be disappointing. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom, Zeta. Okay. There's none there. Yeah, I know. None there. Not this week. Sorry. I can get my chair to behave here. All right, that's better. Feels better. Yeah, yes, it does feel better. Okay, so we have coming up, or actually, just passed. Today, as a matter of fact. Okay, today, now that you know the date? Yeah, I know the date. Today, Michael Randall has a birthday. That is Shoshi's brother-in-law. That's better. Yeah, I kind of figured it would be. Coming up, July 31st, Dorian Shea has a birthday, and that is Shoshi's son. August 1st, Cain Johnson has a birthday. That is Shoshi's grandson. I'm sorry, Shoshi. I probably just massacred that name. August 1st. Also, August 1st, Harper Jane Winter has a birthday. That's Ted McEllery's granddaughter. And so I suppose you... well, of course I do. Yeah, okay, well, be my guest. Yom Halelet Sameach. Yom Halelet Sameach. Yom Halelet Sameach. Yom Halelet Samir 220. Very nice, very nice. Thank you. Okay, so, um, yeah, so, no anniversary, see, huh? I'm disappointed. Yeah, I know you're disappointed. Anyway, so, you going to tell it? Tell them what you know it. Well, since you've already brought it up, you might as well tell them. We're moving. That's right. We are moving. We have purchased a new house. We will be closing at the end of August on that and moving in shortly thereafter. This is going to be much better for my wife and myself. It'll be easier. It's smaller, which we definitely need smaller. And what we will gain out of that is a completely finished basement that we will be turning into a studio, and which will give us a much better way to do our broadcasts, our shows, and stuff like that. They'll be more professional looking, I would hope. But that also means that we may be off for a few weeks, probably the last couple of weeks of August and maybe the first week of September. Hopefully everything will come together and we will be back on at least by Rosh Hashanah, and it's going to be wonderful. The new studio is going to look amazing. I think everybody is going to really enjoy it. And again, like I said, we are going to have so much more room. We'll be able to do much better shows from there and everything. So just just as a little help, yeah, yeah, maybe a little. After Shabbat, if you feel like helping out with moving expenses, you know how to do it. So I'm just going to leave it there. And of course, we know there are others who are celebrating a simcha moment in their life, whether it is a birthday or an anniversary, bar mitzvahs, bris, baby names, weddings, new homes. Yeah, new homes. All those things that bring joy to our people. And we know that when joy comes to one of the house of Israel, joy comes to the entire house of Israel. That's right. Therefore, we offer this blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehekianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. And there you have it. Yeah, there you have it. Okay, so, yes, I do have my own bedroom. That's right. Yeah, Zeta is going to actually have his own bedroom down there. Okay, so anyway, we will continue with our Aleinu. You want to go back to your seat on the eastern wall? No, I think I'll sit here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay. So I will return you to your seat on the eastern wall, and the rest of us, we will continue with our Aleinu. For those of you who are able, please rise. Aleinu l'shabbat l'Adonai kol l'teki. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים. אין עוד, ועל כן נקבל. Yom Havli Ronei Echad Ushemo Echad. Al Tirah Mipekat Pitum. We'll settle down there, big fella. All right, okay. I don't know, either the stand is not cooperating with me tonight or the chair is not cooperating with me tonight, but something is going on here. Okay, we'll just deal with it. Okay, so, we'll continue with Yigdal. Actually, we'll conclude with Yigdal. Yigdal Michaeri Shabbat Nimtza Ve'net El Metzeoto HaChayin Yechid Hi Hudo Le'elam Ve'gamein Sata La'aduto Ein Lo Damulago Ein Ogu Lo Naharo Kelokei Dushato Chodmon L'Kol Davar Asher Nihivra Rishon Reinashi Lelashito Haino Adonalan Lekol Ozar Yore Gilolato Machuto Sefan Levolato Natanoil Unsezagulato Vatarifato Lokom Bisrael Kemo Hosheo Navito Mabit Hetemonato Torah lemenatan leamoil ol yan nevio neheman beto lo chayvrel yavalir lato leolami lesulato soche yadoya satarinu mabil zodar bechad mahato Gomer Isase Kemi Falo Notin Larasha Lakaishato Isha Kichemi Messi Hinu Livdod Makokeo Ketchishuato Metim Yechel El Baroho Hasdom Baruch Alea Shem Tihilatom. Hope you'll return to be with us tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern for our Shachrit Musaf service. Until then, Nachamu, Nachamu, be consoled, and Shabbat Shalom.